What an absolute fucking shit show. I've just gone the first 45 minutes without any noise whatsoever because the mic was muted, and Steve didn't think to mention it until halfway through. What a fucking moron. So I better start again. Fucking hell. What an absolute horror show. 0-0 so far, Tato. You're just about... Oh, fucking hell. Jesus wept. To be honest, you'd have just heard a lot of yawning, as I don't think I've had 2 hours consecutive kip in the last 10 days with a newborn in the house, as well as a toddler. So it's just been a lot of yawning and me going, oh, Dudley, he'll look good. Oh, mineral interest don't look as good as they normally do. It's not 0-0. No, it's 1-0. Fucking hell. This is going to go swimmingly. Do you want to make any changes, Tate? Fucking hell. Oh, dear. The goal disallowed as well. Oh, Jesus wept. Nobody would have heard it. It wasn't even on the stream because it was muted. But I did call myself at the start the bastion of trust. There we go. There's the equaliser. Just needed to be in front of his manager. And his second for Sousa. Wow, that is how you turn a game around. 2 more shots, both on target. Sorry, no, 3 more shots, all 3 on target, one of which gone in, one of which didn't go in, the other 2 did, and it all looks very different. Drozdov on for Nanami, and swap with Scally, and that's done. Welcome, friend. Oh dear. Are you doing anything, Steve? There we go. Yeah, Mercedes with Jax. Swap with Sim. No problem. Presumably that's it. Presumably YouTube is running behind. Evening, Swanee, mate. Lovely to have you. I'm going to assume that's it. That's 5 feet. Replying to tweets, but not coming to see his team play when I'm empty. That's all right. There we go. Fucking hell. It's an absolutely absurd experience. Hey, and the only person you want to be commenting on it now is yours truly. Fucking hell. What? When title of this stream is shit show, and this is now loads of messages saying Duggan needs to speak to you urgently. I can imagine. Just about deserved the win in the end, Tato, but was very much pushed to the limit there by Dudley Hill. Just that quick sort of 5-10 minute turnaround just before the substitute break that turned it around. But that was a very, very close, decent game there. Yeah, getting a message from Tato just saying, you're going to need to be near your laptop at 10 o'clock. It's all going wrong. was very funny. Make sure Fife is there too, please. Please help. I went, alright, yeah, what's going on? Good news or bad news? Oh dear. Very funny. Right, let's have a look. See who we can spin through. Let's get rid of this game. Unchanged Sparta, Unchanged Asnar, absolutely smashed through. No worries, Theo, we'll do, mate. We'll almost certainly be on. Yeah, no, they weren't. It was very much a case of, you're going to need to be near the laptop. Something's happening. It's big news. I've started a Zoom meeting. Quick, get involved. And then I just asked, is it good news or bad news? Bad. It's bad news. I just found the whole thing just absurd, ridiculous, quietly comical. Until I thought about it for a few minutes and I thought, I did a fucking transfer deal in the waiting room before the birth of my daughter last Monday. Ridiculous. Did put in a fair bit of graft this season as well, and I thought, actually a bit annoying in the end, but well. As we say, onwards and upwards, yeah, crack on. Not the end of the world. Funny though. Just, well. Dimble, I think, says he wasn't going to get a chance to join in tonight. I'll drop him a message letting him know his game's on next. But he's gone unchanged. Gat wants a new contract, of which he will get one. Yeah. Unchanged, this is how it goes. We will. He's out for a meal, mate. No problem at all. In that case, then I can absolutely smash through it. No problem at all. He's out for a succulent meal. And he is 1-0 down. Just about draws level. Deserves to be level in fairness. Before half time, and there's Romeo, who is joint top of the goal scoring charts, I think. We'll put him top now. A Toe Madeira and a fourth. 6-goal thriller. Boring small horse is back. Right, Castor Troy against Flamingos, which means Castor Troy are going to want to play none at the back, which is his none at the back formation. Not that one. What does he normally play against that? Hey, Hussey's here. Oh, he played a proper formation. What a knob. Shit. If anyone remembers what fucking none at the back formation Troy normally play, against Flamingos. There we go. That one at the top that's got fucking 0 defenders. Probably that one. Shambles, right. And then let's put the players in the right positions. What's Kufre doing up there? Right, so So we're going to go like that, like that. You already fucking hell done. And then we'll swap Kufre for... Hey, word on rocks. Perfect timing, mate. I was just trying to work out. You're against the Flamingos, so I was trying to sort out your 0 at the back formation. So let's do that now. Presumably that is the formation you are going to want to play against the Flamingos with their none at the backs. Hang on. Swap Gomez and Kufre. No problem. Done. Cool. Kufre's playing in DM, is he? Fine. Excellent. No problem. Easy. Unchanged, as always. Unchanged, uninterested. And Joey Dunn is on everything. Lovely. Let's see how we go. Now, can we wibwob tonight as a special? Tell you what. That's tempting. I mean, yeah, you'd have to send me wibwob. I tell you what, last game of the season, if there's nothing riding on it, let's wibwob. Fuck it. The Fallen Phoenix. Oh dear. All other players, you mean, apart from mine. Yeah, not a problem at all. Right, so if there is 6 goals from Castor Troy tonight, which is genuinely possible. If there is 6 goals from Rocks tonight, the magic 100 goals conceded will happen. Fucking shit. That 5-minute silence was for all those that we've lost in the last month. Paul Rubens. I mean, Sinead O'Connor. The Super League. Who else have we lost in the last month? Chris Bart Williams. No, this is important, Rocks. Trevor Francis, of course. And there was somebody else on that day as well that also passed. If I can remember. George Alagaya, of course, who was initially on my death list, but was cruelly stolen from me ahead of time. R.I.P. guys. Right, we are halfway there to a 6-goal thriller. To 6 goals against and that magic 100 goals conceded. I've got the desire to play an old-fashioned save with a 4-4-2 diamond, a big old side arrow. Love to see that. Is that your MMJ one, Tato, that I keep hearing people talk about? 672 MMJ Shimoka or something. Play on, yeah, of course. Something like that. I'm sure I've seen that one on the forum. People witter about it. We should pause it. And a Flamingo's goal. Comebacks on. Any changes, Rocks? Well, that Fifey looks like he is going to run Schmuck for Gomez. There we go. Mendes for Kufre. No problem. When did Flamingos play Sunfields? I doubt it. Klim for Jim. There we go. Unless it was one of those games where I clicked the fucking exit button by accident and needed to get some goals back or something stupid. That's normally the only time that would have happened. Let's have Captain Schweppes on the pitch for Paul Arthur. Is not doing very well. I'll do that. Because we all know how much Rox loves Mark Kerr, who's immediately got himself sent off. Fantastic. In fact, no. I'm sure that's what Legends would have wanted. And if it were a game that mattered, ooh, Joey Dunn, the comeback's on. I was about to say, I would have given Rox the opportunity to make a substitution. So it's all fine. It's all going to plan. It's all going to plan. It's fine. And that is 5. 99 goals conceded so far this season. Doesn't quite get past the 100 mark. 42 goals for, 99 goals against, 21 losses. Couldn't quite get over the line. But as always, there's at least 5 goals in a Flamingos game. We will save my game. Now, the dual managers of Sandfields are here. Real E will be playing Samesies, as Matt didn't jump back to me. Understandable. Oh, perfect timing! Ah, shit, just as I fucking pressed... Carry on, Matt. Shit. Perfect timing for your game, but I have kept your formation the same. Literally just press continue as well. That's annoying. But at least you'll be able to make subs. Some small changes from last match for the Swan and Horse connection. Big arrow on Saeed, arrow off Mickland, and Lunda comes out for Estevez. That is all the changes. Is there a number, Dan, that you want on Estevez? Uh, 20, lovely. Right, here we go. So, has this got any consequences for the league? Yes, sort of. So Sandfields could start looking up towards the playoffs if something like that doesn't happen. Really could genuinely get back into the hunt as well if they continue on that trajectory. There is plenty of games left in the season, unfortunately for me. As I was expecting there to only be claims for a penalty waved away there. Looks very much like the away team are trying to get back into it. Not quite. Very, very close actually. That didn't look like a 1-0 game. The keeper's the difference there at the minute. For really doing really well. Star of the save so far. Absolute intrinsic find. Is that cheating? Who knows? Well, actually, I can tell you one person who does know. Ricardo Afonso not doing as well as usual. No subs, excellent, nice and quick, lovely. In that case, then we'll go to Sandfields, who, with Dan behind the wheel, will want to see how they're getting on. Diop under 90 conditions. Way ahead of you, Dan, do not worry. I say way ahead of you. YouTube comments are that far behind. I might not actually be way ahead of you. Diop, the only one there's just snuck under 90% in terms of fitness. Dabo and Nickland and playable, no problems. We'll go to 60, see how we get on. A lot of blue. Still a lot of blue there. Looking the more dangerous. Yeah, no worries at all, Dan, mate. It's absolutely fine. Although, very much didn't seem like there was no more shots at all from Really, and there was loads from Sandfields. From the text. Odd one. This is the usual 60 minutes change. Vic for Carb. Jamie Victory for Hooray. Yeah. I was looking for Carb. Could be Carbonari. Yep, no problem. And usually this is where one of these strikers get hooked for Really. Would be Javin, you would assume, even with the absolute beast of a season he's been having. Javin for Sahar or Nikolaidis. Demis. Nikolaidis. Lovely. No problem. Maxi is coming off for Walder Harris. Dabo for Kachkovic, whose name I can't see because I'm looking for Kachkovic, not Dabo, you absolute melt. Just have a quick look there for your conditions, all look okay. Are we sure you're still happy with that? I'll let you catch up. Give it another little millisecond just in case. I'll take that as you've caught up, you're fine. Happy to play. You did say then play please, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to see the conditions first. Doing everything possible to get back into this game, Sandfields, but it is the higher rated in this game of the two strikers, which is always the one who stays on for Really, and has very much against the run of play. Sucker punch, second goal, back into the hunt, catching the Devils and Ebbs's acronym FC, and now within spitting distance of Sandfields as well. So, very decent, very, very good result out from that. And now the big one. Sunning himself by the pool, so not around tonight. But this could very much drag me kicking and screaming towards that yellow dotted line, the promised land. No real changes for either side from Redemption there, Matt, from... Oh no, that was Fife beating the last game. Redemption, Matt, there from Luca Bucci's 2. Obviously did a little bit better tonight. 3 times as well, one might say. But yeah, Elethra Popopoulos still dropped after that red card. New signing Okoto has come in to the squad, so let's drop one down because that really upsets me. Everybody cross their fingers. See how your unicorns get on. Fantastic start. Less than a minute, 1-0 down. Fuck's sake. Only shot of the game. First one on target. First one in the net. Thankfully that one was disallowed. Wes Brown, goal threat that he is, in off the post. And another goal threat. My right wing back. Oh, small horses back, baby. Woof. Jesus, Dan, has your game only just finished? 4 goals before half time in the first 20 minutes. Might see what happens if all our tactics are set to the first option. What's the first option? Oh, as in 4-4-2. Or in the Super League save. Mido on a 6, Forlan also on a 6, Stuart Elliott champion at the bits, Kolozny not doing particularly well. I think I'm going to go to 60 there, see if anything massively changes. Probably going to do the same for me. Bollocks, should have made a change. Oof. Helton having a shocker. Get him off. Belkovic also struggling. Off. And do we bring on the Negros or do we change it up a little bit? Let's go direct. And take off. No, leave it as is for the strikers. Very even game. Both keepers struggling by the looks of things. Now I'm going to take a consensus here from everybody because we are above reproach here at the Small Horse Invitational Tournament. Do not want any accusations of anything untoward from your chairman and bastion of trust. What would anybody do here? Fucking hell, I really need some sleep. What would Ban River do? What would Noopy do? What would Jesus do? Oof. I think they're all doing okay. Kaluzhny's one of the better players, so I'd be loath to take him off. Carroll's not really a point wasting a substitution. Let's have a look at conditions. Anybody tired? Michael Hughes, 82%. Yeah, let's do Hughes for Lampard and leave it at that. I think that's nothing too... bollocks. And with that, my playoff hopes crumble into dust. Hello darkness, my old friend. It seems that, well, cheats never, Peter Prosper. Seems neither do the fucking unicorns. Oh, better of it as well. And that's why you don't bother taking off your goalkeeper, even if they're on a 6. Very, very well played, Noopy, mate. Enjoy your holidays. Demetris is back in for the next game. This is where it leads us. Only one team didn't score tonight. Evening, Dan. Evening, Swanee. Not a big change for anyone apart from Dudley Hill, who are now... Welcome, mate. How did your live 9:30 little streamy poops go? Here we go again. Now we're looking backwards rather than forwards. As a Dudley Hill, Steve is not on. I tell you what, Rob, you can have a team for the night. Whoever is up against me, you just spoke to yourself for 5 minutes. Lovely, love it. Who's playing me? If whoever's playing me isn't, you get Bebe Noah's. It's like the people didn't want to hear what I had to say. I'm not convinced. The mirror gives a shit what you have to say, mate. Doesn't mean we don't all love you. Bored, unhappy, yeah, samesies. We'll save it there. He's off to bed. Shambles. $42 to get that first round done. Fucking ridiculous. Early one tomorrow, no problem, mate. Fred A requests a move. Oof. On the move. Right. We're on Monday, we've got Wednesday, is when the next speed up time. I'm fucking trying, you prick. If you stop talking, I can get there quicker. He had that one good season for whatever shit Super League team you had, if I remember rightly. Maybe when you were at Aston, potentially. Before you swap back with Alf. My memory's not that great, to be honest. I've never really paid that much attention until this season, when I actually started to put some fucking effort into it. After helping you out, Tato, with a few transfers and bits and pieces and advice and what have you for the last season, I thought, yeah, go on then, I'll get involved. And Farfy asked me in, and need to fucking bothered. Egypt squad chosen, and absolutely ridiculously Rayad does not make the Egypt squad, considering how fucking ridiculously good he's been for minimal interest. That is absolutely ridiculous. Right. Arsenal bid £700,000 for Arjen Robben, who I forgot was at Rox's team. Chris Perry, fuck off. Right, we're on Wednesday. We're nearly there. Here we go. Right, who have I got? Shamrock, who aren't here, so we'll get my game out of the way first. Unless you want to do yours, Tato. Still a message, let them know. Right, I'll tell you what, let's speed through any game where someone's not here. Everybody's got someone who's here. Right, let's just see what the game decides. Right, Rox, are you still here? And Matt as well. Unless, hang on. Who's Fifey against? Devils against Banner, yeah. Hey! Welcome, Dims. Right, who can play right midfield? That one. That'll do. And smash through this one. And then, now you're here, Dumble. We will show you how you got on in the last game, because I can't remember. And then... Oof, not going well for 5 feet, this one. And then we will get your game on next. Do any changes or what have you, we'll do well. I thought you were out for a succulent meal, my friend. I hope it was. Not tinged with the taste of betrayal. Hey, Ebbs is here as well. Lovely stuff. 0-0, I imagine. Yeah, always 0-0 in this league. Here we go. It was... Yeah, just a bit of perfect timing. Look, you both arrive after your game. A boring, as ever, 4-2. 6-goal thriller. At... Oh, Jesus, I didn't even clock that. 3 goals in the 90th minute. Didn't book a tabletop KFC on the way home. You absolute romantic, you. Kallstrom, okay. I thought that'd have been quite funny if it was 2-2 and then in the 90th minute. I didn't even clock that in the fucking first time around because I sped through it. Brilliant. Solari suspended for Dimble, so... who would be the obvious change here? Boskovic, maybe? 390-minute goal. The flashing screen would have caused epilepsy. To be honest, I played it on very, very fast. So, because neither of you were here to get through some fucking games, and I imagine that's why I didn't even notice it. Let's take that one away. Or would there be anything else obvious? Balashov maybe, and then Boskovic on the bench? Or a change up, Dimble? What are you going to do? Or we bring in someone up from the reserves? We get in Chaparro, which is a very weird way of saying Chaparro, or Chaparro. Either that nice beer with mates has gone to his head, or didn't just disappear. So, while you're here, Ebbs, that would have been what I would have done. Nicky butt tired. Oh, there we go, he's back. Balashov on the left. Lovely, not a problem. And then who would you like on the subs bench, Dimble? And then Daman or Swan. message. Boscovich on the bench, lovely, no problem. And then I'll give Dan a nudge as well. If I can find the Sandfields chat thingy. Can't have been that long ago, surely. Don has replied, ooh. So I've got a feeling he might have forgotten. Ah, there it is. Here we go, right. So hopefully that means that one of the Swan and Horse boys are back. On their way, at least. Dave Barnett is returned from whatever was the issue. A ban. Dropped Estevez for Allen. Kachkovich to start instead of Darbo. Lovely. Seems is everything else, mate. Lovely, and we will absolutely smash through this. Oh no, the Sandfields talisman, the intrinsic superstar Ricardo Afonso, the Christian Vieri of the small horse, has been injured only 8 minutes in. Presumably Walter Harris is getting the call up. It's that early in the game, everybody's still on 6. Harris it is, no problem. Again, presumably not moving anything at the top end. Just give you a little second. I know YouTube, as ever, is a little slow. Play on here, thanks, lovely. Seems to be pretty end to end at the minute, with nothing having hit the back of the net so far. Maybe say Sandfields might be shading it. Stay, and another striker injured. Again, presumably that is the obvious switch there, but I will dim with the option. Casano, lovely stuff. Both as quick as YouTube allows, obviously. Seasoned Champman professionals. One and all. And Casano it is that makes the difference so far. I thought that Sandfields are shading it on the state of the commentary, but very much not the case. That's not what I meant to press. There we go. Vashuk on that yellow is the only 6. Everybody else well above average, no change, understandable. condition as ever for Dan. Everybody looks absolutely fine. Melovskin Saeed a little tired. I'm way ahead of you, or at least way ahead of the YouTube comments, Dan. Don't you worry. Everybody has. It seemed from, no problem, to 60. Thanks from the commentary, all at 6s and 7s for Sandfields. Not a lot seems to be happening up until 60. Completely missed that. Kamuna having an absolute worldie at the back on his own there. Again, conditions, everybody seems to be okay. Nobody below the magic Mega Horse 85%. Dan's having a little think. Go across to the Hurricanes. Show the condition there as well. Also absolutely fine. Pastchuk still on that 6 and the yellow. Play on, says Dan. No worries. Leave it in Dimmel's hands. 3 strikers, no goals again. Well, the main man, as we said, the talisman, the Sansfields, unfortunately, coming up dry. Oh, roll, I missed that one. Fucking numpty. Rusty. Sprinted through under the sort of 10 minutes or so there. And, I thought that was the equaliser then. You've not played again yet, Rox? No. I don't think you have anyway. No, you've not. Sucker punch there at the end. Thought that they'd got the equaliser, Sandfields, but it wasn't to be. Cassano comes off the bench and drags the Hurricanes over the line. Steve is just jumping on to get his game up next. Just let Matt know that. Nicky Taylor is back. We expect a full investigation in the morning. Love it. I expect a full PowerPoint presentation, narrative to see how that went. Next. Alright, there we go. Right, another message gone out. Steve has said fitness is okay, same lineup. Starts did well. Lovely. So we'll crack on from there. And as ever, Sparta will go unchanged. Oh, fucking Monty. I'll do again, Steve. While I remember, how are we getting on for Hussein disallowed, second goal in 2 games. Disallowed for Hussein. How are we getting on with looking for a pitch for October, Steve? I know you were sort of tasked with that. Second goal for Dudley Hill there as well. Presumably will be franchised out of the small horse. Again, that is dominant. That is very, very dominant, that first half. Expect to see the words as and is straight off the bat. I'll make that obvious change there. Get Igli Benucci on. Did I miss a game? No, I didn't, Ebbs. No, I waited. I waited on your one. No problem. Headman 9. Yeah, doing well. I'm going as is, presumably Steve. Obviously, let me know, unless you want to look at resting someone, get Paolo one chop on. Your team, your call. Of course. Cheeky fucker. Right. Still had far more streams than Stemp. Far more streams than the finally, or was it ever finished? AFCON, as is, mate. AFCON 7 or whatever it fucking was. You did type roll, but it didn't post. No, it was mine. It's all good. All good. Probably going to be rolling again. That is so dominant. It's unreal. I mean, slightly less dominant, but still. He got sucked into the Super League. He always said he wouldn't. Hey, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's fair. I never abandoned the small horse for the Super League. I just, fuck's sake, what is happening here? I just had a baby, and that didn't help my absolute inability to have any time to do anything to myself. Right. So I would be able to do a few tactics and tweaks and that little bits here and there for the Super League in the day, and then let Fifey do the stream. One shot for carb only, swap with Shim, no problem. There we go. We'll crack on through the end. Yeah, and then at night time it was an absolute fucking, and it has been an absolute horror show. Luckily, my toddler seems to have settled a little bit. Fucking nice dominancy. From dropping down to 5th to now jumping above Sparta. Dropping down to 6th, jumping above Sparta. Very much still in that hunt now. Less worrying, less looking down, more looking up. Here we go. So minimal interest. Ebbs, as you are here, you are, can't even tell who you're against. You are against minimal interest. Just say that right up in the top. Fucking shambles. Tato, presumably, is still around. Haven't seen him in a minute, but I'll let him know. Wholesale changes, Ebbs. Any big changes? The obvious one I did was I dropped Tahar in for Mild, and then put Rob Lee as the sub on the bench as Mild is suspended. But now you're here. Oh, fuck it up. No worries, Steve. It's 10 o'clock. Do we do another one? We'll do. I've got short. Yeah, not a problem, Rox. I'll do that. Hit it. I will do my game next, and then we'll hold off on yours, Rox. Not a worry at all, mate. Yeah, no worries. Baldini has got himself injured. Just gives a nudge, Rog. Give us a nudge, Rocks. Fucking hell, that's difficult to say. Once you're settled and Then I'll be able to Schwartz. Yeah, you did say that actually. You wanted the 9 off. And then who's Baldini going off for, mate? Yeah, no problem to wait Roxhole. Red A for Vashchuk. Decent deal that, to be honest. Whenever you're ready. Deal, lovely. We'll get that one done as well while I'm here. While we're waiting for you to pick a fucking another centre back. We'll wait on that one then. Fucking hell, Tato. Pick a centre back, you prick. Before you do deal. Let me see his squad. Yeah, we'll do all that in a bit. No worries. Pick a fucking centre back. There we go. Babangida on a night. It's a myth. Don't worry. I won't even bother. Here we go. 8 hours after we started. Hey, we don't do any of that sort of stuff here, Ebs. Actually, that's a lie. I've done that multiple times here when I've closed the fucking game after a score has already been settled. Ooh, Nikiforenko. It's a big loss straight after a goal as well. Would expect to leave as is. Yeah, there we go. As it is a red. Let me know if you want to make any changes. Apps. Fine, lovely. Ooh, another goal disallowed. It's almost becoming the red cards. Souza 3 games in 2. Oof, I need to get someone to check his underlying stats at some point. Done well is very much played against his name. Keep as is, no problem. Very well this season, in fairness. 23 for heading. Oof, suspicious. Let me know, Ebbs, mate. It is actually quite refreshing to see, even after a month of doing absolute fuck all. Most of the league have jumped back in on the stream quite happily, as if I've been doing this every bloody week like I was supposed to, which is a delight. Well, you have the option now to draft him, Tato, of course. Go direct. Lovely. Done well for Rob Lee. The obvious choice. Lee to CM. Direct Jim Nola next to Castrum. Presumably then. Like that. Yeah, it's very much the Paul Daniels season. That'll do, lovely. Of the Super League, in that it disappeared and is now dead, and would be massively improved by having Debbie McGee involved. And another goal for minimal interest. Let's say the 15th of the season for Swiatkowski. 15 goals this season. Fucking hell, he's done what? Did I just see a goal going? Yes, I did indeed. On 58 minutes. To left and right wing on 60. Lovely. Any arrows? Oh, wow. Radoy on a 5. Definitely needs getting rid of there, Ebbs. More than happy to take him off your hands. No arrows, just swap Colo and Radoy, no problem. Brilliant. That does look nice and attacking as well. Schwartz off for Voigt. And Drozdov on for that centre back on a 6. Ross Johnson. And away we go. Can Ebbs get back into it? No, doesn't look like it. And that 10th of the season for Archie back as well. I don't know what Sousa's on goal-wise, but if that is 4th, well, I can say a day of scoreline filled with milestones. No, only on 13, so nothing milestone there for Sousa, but it will mean he's catching it up. Right, not seen Rocks back yet, so we'll play my game next. Lovely. Right, I'm going to go with different tactic because it didn't work last game. He's going back in. Go, right. Lembo still suspended. How many fucking games? 2 months global ban. Fucking hell. Forgot about that. Where is Yepes? There's Brown, Maresca, Baronio. Left wing. Let's play Felipe and Sasa Ilic. Bolkovic was shit last game, wasn't it? Fuck it, complete. Sort with him. Why is everyone so fucking miserable? Let's try an Elkrin on 1 on his own. Rox is back, lovely. we will do your game next then, mate. Perfect timing. Presumably you want to go back to long legs rather than your naught at the back as you're playing really. Matt's here is absolutely fucking delightful. Look at that. Professionalism. I mean, not from me, from you lot. But that is fantastic. We'll note that one of the 4 people... Fine, right now, actually, there's a few not here. Never mind. I was going to say, one of the people who isn't here tonight is Gazelle's boss, and well, no, never was Gazelle's boss, as far as the record books will show. Yeah, just go with that. Cool. Delgado for camps, maybe? No? Yeah, there we go, wait. Michelini in for... Yeah, it's back, isn't it? Why have you got one too many players in as well? It's really annoying me. Swap camps and Delgado as well, yeah. There we go, so like that. Look. Right. Sava on the left. Perfect, right, lovely. There we go. And Matt will need to change David Dunn. He's been doing pretty well, to be fair. Contribution in every 5 games. Right, here we go. Have we got one of those tactically defied? So, is that one of these? One of these ones? Like that? Williams in for Dunn. Right. So that'd be Okoronkwo. Oh no, Vic and Isaac there. Right. Is that what you just do? Yeah, no arrows. No. There we go, right, yeah, so we're going to go Victory, Okoronkwo, move in down to DCM, like so, presumably. Williams in for Dunn, so like this. All good, right, lovely. Excellent, there we go. Right, what's up with him? All of them on contracts. Nobody obvious missing, and away we go. Right, the battle of the Argentinian wingers. and it was nearly, another disallowed goal, nearly an Argentinian midfielder. And another goal disallowed, another Argentinian, I believe. And it's Shefty Kuki, who, is a bit Argentinian, probably. A second, after 2 goals disallowed, Castor Troy go 2 behind. Wow. 3 shots, none on target because 2 goals are disallowed. And really, on paper, very much deserved to be ahead. But could have been very, very different. Let's have a look. If you can see, no problem, mate. D'Alessandro offside. No, it was right. So lovely. Chuck the wingers up front, out wide. Move Michelini next to D'Alessandro. Small arrow on the 2 CMs. Like that. Yep, okie dokie. Just the 1-2-2-5 formation. Excellent, I love to see it. And then you wanted condition, not a problem with that. That's probably the best set of conditions I've ever seen at half time. Wow. Fair play. At a canter so far in the first half. Probably expect to see an as is here. Long ball, hard tackling. No problem. Already on hard tackling, not a problem. Go, here we are, till 60. Very much a turn up for the form book here, as it stands. Sarah, one of those wingers that were desperately wanted initially with Rocks, wasn't meant to be. Unitas the only one there, well, just about. Ryan Williams under 90% fitness, so still doing pretty well. Shefty Kuki for Louis Soho. Lovely. Let you make any other changes if you want. So for Sarah as well. There we go. Go long or direct or whatever it is. There's one of each. Lovely. Cheers, Matt. Would you rather go direct or long? Direct. Lovely. And then Mendes for Kufre. Okay. Any more for anymore? Clem for Jim. Schmuck for Santos. Swap him with Michelini. No problems. Just give it another second just to make sure that is all done, Rocks. Look at the stats. Lovely. still very much in the ascendancy, really. And even with 5 up top, does seem to be a lot more blue on the screen than red, but there we go, that is a comeback goal. 5 minutes to go. Is there going to be a twist in at the tail? Free kicks, corners, lots of black and red text. Towards goal, pressure, pressure, pressure. Very, very similar in the end, but really hold on. 2 very, very good keeper performances. Klimovic almost made the difference coming on. But that was very, very good. That's one of the better 2-1 games I've ever seen. That was great. Really enjoyed that. And this is it. This is the stream. Who should be captain? It's gonna be the keeper. Lovely. Okay. And I will give consensus here on Kale. I'd probably change maybe Mexus as well. I think we'll definitely do that one. Because it's against me, I'm going to take consensus here rather than just immediately doing it. Never played for Gazelles in the end. Never. Yeah, I think that makes a little bit more sense. Just because he got that knock in the last game. See how that goes. Oh, that's better. That is a much better start. Oh, Chewy, hello. Oh, Chewy again. This is how I would very much like to end a stream. 3-0 up. Under 20 minutes. Chewy's back twice. Much better. 6 goals now for the Unicorns in the last 2 games so far. That's much better. That's good to see. Changing formations very much done wonders for the front 2. Lovely to see. Belkovic still not doing as well as I'd like him to be. Right, Mexus still, he's a bit suspect, and he's on a 5, so I'm going to take Mexus off, but I bring Kale on for him, which doesn't make any sense, so I'm not going to do that. Q4 off for Andrew McGilly. We'll do that while he's on a 5. And we'll look at it at 60. Shot mark. Still on that 5. He's exhausted. Okay. Very nice. Paul. Constantino isn't doing particularly well. He's not scoring either. So we'll do that. See if that changes any fortunes. And I'm going to leave. Next says, see if that does anything. Belkovic, fine, 88% for Romeo. Let's give Cotto a debut then. And leave it like that. Go to the end. And here comes the fucking comeback. Oh shit. Please don't score again. Please don't score again. Oh, fucking hell. That pocket my poop hole. Jesus, wet. That got real close in the end. Both the substitutions doing far better. Mexe's just about squeaking over into a 6 eventually. But fucking hell, that. From being 3-0 up after 16 minutes. That was painful. Painful viewing at the end there. Still in 7th. And still looking up rather than down. At the start of the night, Ban River were just 4 points ahead of the Unicorns, with the Unicorns having a game in hand and playing Ban River. As they snuck that win, they have very much put themselves in the top 2 hunt. And it's getting very, very stacked up in those 2nd to 6th places. Sort of hanging on in there with that game in hand now. Yeah, same as Sparta. Potentially, if that game in hand is against Sparta, it's probably against minimal interest, to be honest. That if I win that game in hand, if it gets closer, I mean, oof. But yeah, painful viewing. That Tato is so far ahead. Ugh. Rayad's still top of the tree. You've obviously edited fucking player stats, haven't you, prick? D'Alessandro with that. Did he get a couple tonight? He certainly scored one to get him top of the tree on his own. Anelka getting close. Javan getting close. Souza is, reeling him in. How's Swiatkowski up there? Mad. 15 goals, 6 assists, 21 contributions in 23. Brilliant. 19 contributions in 25. 25 contributions in 26. Some very, very good players. Unfortunate to get an injury, but what a find Afonso's been. Assists still well and truly top of the tree is Rayad. Sarah doing well to sort of stick within the orbit, but not bad at all. Still down the bottom there. Still didn't quite reach the 100 goals against mark. They did have a reprieve in that they didn't play second game tonight, which will help. Next up then, I will try tomorrow. I'll be honest. It could be one of the Unicorn players that puts the 100th goal in against Flamingos. That'd be fun. I'm going to try tomorrow because this is now prime sort of kids are in bed. Mrs. is going to bed early because she's still recovering from birth, understandably. So I might have a chance. Especially as we've got help arriving tomorrow in the form of the mother-in-law, so I might actually get a little bit of kip in the day and be raring to go. Not fucking yawning through a stream, so I might get a chance to get a couple more fixtures in. Hurricanes and Castor Troy for minimal interest. What are the chances they lose 2 games? Oof. be interesting. Here is the Hurricanes. You wanted to see central midfielders. Fucking loads of them. Donati was... Jesus, he looks fucking good. The player offered... He looks fucking brilliant. Why is he not playing? Wasn't he absolutely class when the Hurricanes were gonna be good? Vaguely remember that. Who else would you probably look at? Gerrard, maybe. He's played quite a few games. Yeah, let's do him. Deal. Donati, no problem. Let's do that now while we're here. Oh, and he's there as well. That one, and it was Friday. Right, lovely to have everybody here. So many of you here as well, to be honest. That was great. It was class. The more very much, the merrier, which is cool. I will get the save out. Not that anybody ever looks at the fucking thing. I'll get the save out now. And as I said, I will try and be back tomorrow. Got every chance, to be honest, that I might be back tomorrow. Here we go. Any deals or any of that shenanigans, just let me know. In the meantime, I am going to try and get at least 7 or 8 minutes worth of sleep before my son wakes up, or my daughter wakes up. One of the fucking. It has been intrinsically great fun to be back. I might be delirious, to be honest. I might have dreamt that this happened, but it was fun. It's not the Super League streams we were all looking for. This is very, very different. This is a small horse. This is where goals flow and nothing is as it seems. 4 teams in the end. 0 goals tonight for Sandfield's unreal. 0 goals tonight for the Devils, and Sparta did get 3 goals in the first game, otherwise they've struggled. Unicorns still just about in the hunt for playoffs, but probably not going to get across the line, unless I have a little play in the editor. We'll see. It's been a joy, lads. It's been emotional.